Hi, I'm Clinton.
I'm Claude, and we're the lamest offenders. So for today's episode, we're obviously doing the episode that comes after the first episode, episode 2 of Loki. So let's get going.
The only kind of quality you can expect here.
Alternate timeline.
Hi, Thanos. We're the lamest offenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com. Hi, welcome back. So, episode 2 started off in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, 1985 at a Renaissance fair. They were tracking another variant from the variant Loki.
That's where they see where I was conceived.
There's a fight scene that breaks out. We don't know who the new variant is, but they are using the time cops, time bobbies to have them fight each other, basically.
Right.
And I Need a Hero from the 80s starts playing, and then that was the cold open, and then after that you get the credits, and then it was Mobius and Loki talking for about 45 minutes.
Which is great at the same time too, because that was one of the best parts of this series too. Is just
they
their
have a
banner.
great dynamic.
Yeah,
they really do.
So obviously, at the end of that fight scene, basically this variant Loki takes one of the TVA agents, basically kidnaps him, and then the episode kind of goes from there. Them trying to figure out where she went and why the variant took her. Yeah. So this entire episode is basically the same from the first episode, where they're trying to figure out what's the best way to catch this variant.
Sure.
So they kind of pick Loki's brain a little bit on how he would basically do the same thing that he's doing in an alternate timeline. So it was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then Loki's taking advantage of that because he's trying to get a one-on-one meeting with the timekeepers too. And he's trying to manipulate everyone. No one's buying it.
Honestly, with lesser actors or a weaker script, this would have been a horrible episode. But it honestly was engaging. Like just them going through files for probably at least 10 to 15 minutes was actually pretty humorous.
I know,
pretty good.
And who would have thought that would have worked?
I was shocked.
It's more exciting than anything that happened in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is crazy.
That right there.
Yeah,
that's exactly accurate. So,
and it was really cool too, like how they kind of dive into like investigating these things is because they're trying to figure out where this variant is hiding.
Yeah,
and
they find out is that the variant can hide in an apocalypse event. So they actually go back to Mobius and Loki go back to Pompeii. I think it was like 79 AD, and Loki's because they want to see how far they can push it without actually changing anything. Yeah, and it's like, okay, we can't do anything. Mobius like, we can't do anything too crazy. We gotta make sure we stay cool, all that stuff. And Loki's like, hell with that. He just goes crazy. He starts telling them,
saying they're all doomed.
Yeah, you're all doomed. Just eat up, catch your fill right now. And the volcano goes off in the background. He's like,
you're all dead.
Right on cue.
It was cool too. It's just to see that, with all the different little doomsdays, and then also there's some mentions too about I've been pronouncing it wrong for years, but
Krakoa.
Yeah.
So Krakoa is mentioned in this from X-Men. X-Men lore. Krakoa is an extinction level event, like 2049 or something like that. But it was to skip back a little bit in time. It was probably my favorite scene is when Loki's explaining this to Mobius, and he takes his salad that all that tropey like imagine this like tomato is blah blah blah. He's like he just takes salt and pepper and just destroys his salad. He like pours milk.
Oh man, I want my salad back.
It's honestly really comical because it cuts away and you still see Loki just like putting salad. He just keeps ruining this guy's lunch. It was pretty great.
Right.
But yeah, it was just. So they were able to find that that the variant can hide in apocalyptic events, which there was one in Haven Hills, Alabama, in 2050. There was a hurricane. There was a hurricane there, and it was killing or destroying a
Rocks on Mart, I believe is what. So it's like Rocks on Walmart,
which is where the variant acquired the kablooey gum that he gave to the French boy in the first episode. So there's this.
Oh, and there's also a really funny scene too because Owen Wilson's character Morbius is like, "Well, you guys don't have candy in Asgard," and then Loki's like, "No, we have nuts and grapes."
Grapes and nuts.
And he's like, "No wonder you're so bitter." There's just like a little pieces of dialogue that just work.
Jabs in there all the time. And we find out that the judge's name is also Ravonna Renslayer, who is someone in the comics as well. She is actually established. I don't want to say who it is because it is kind of a. It's
just gave it to him.
Well, okay.
It's a spoiler
Okay,
review.
sure.
You guys earned it. You made it this long.
She's basically a servant, basically of Kang the Conqueror. So
Kang the Wang.
This is, I mean, he's probably going to be the big reveal at the end.
Hopefully,
but I mean,
probably one of the timekeepers or something.
I think he's the one in the middle. Yeah. But that's. I mean, it's pretty much going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is revolving around Kang. Mm-hmm. So when they get to
Roxxon Mart. Or maybe it's just
Roxxon Mart?
Yeah, I don't know.
When they get to Roxxon Mart, they're just trying to find out who the variant is. They have no idea, but like it's like, can that be you? Mm-hmm. Like, or like, he's teamed up with Agent like 18 or something like that. One of the
she isn't very happy. Yeah, she isn't very happy to ever like work with Loki because she thinks like he deserves to be deleted basically from the timeline because he is a variant. So,
she possesses some random guy who is trying to.
The variant possesses.
I'm sorry, excuse me. And the variant possesses one of the customers in the store. Mm-hmm. He's just like about to take some flowers or something. Mm-hmm. He goes, "Oh, it's a hurricane sale. Everything, these azaleas are half off or something." And then she transfers over to the variant, the Time Bobby, just like touching her arm or something. And then it's almost like Enchantress level, but it's just pure Loki.
Yeah.
So it's just like some more of his power, I guess.
It's like being possessed by a demon, basically. And then all the while, the variant is putting little time bombs around just to screw things up and distract the TVA along with Loki.
So that was the big reveal is that we think it's a female Loki. We were kind of talking like it could be Enchantress, but we're pretty sure it's just a female Loki, female version of Loki.
Yeah.
And all these bombs that you think are about to just detonate and wipe
kill
out
everyone
Mobius
there.
and Loki. Then a portal opens up and they just go everywhere and it just destroys the timeline. So it was actually pretty intense. Like I was pretty engaged with that part. Like,
it was cool, to see that because like it's basically distracting the TVA to basically like go figure. They have a lot of work to clean up basically, and who knows, maybe this female Loki variant will go to the TVA now that it's unguarded because basically all their military's gone because there's hundreds of different timelines. So.
And it's pretty intense that this is only episode 2 out of 6, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah, out of 6 episodes. This is episode 2. Like, I was shocked this was resolved that fast. And we're going to have this version of Loki for another 4 episodes. It's actually, hopefully, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it because it doesn't drag you on.
No.
You have something, it gets revealed, and then we go from there. Like other TV shows and even the Disney Plus crap will just drag it on for the rest of the season. It's just like, come on. Yeah. It's like the WandaVision stuff where it's just like, I like that show, but at the same time, there's like 3 episodes where it's just like, when's the plot happening? Like, when's it going to get going?
For sure. And this is, I mean, like we were talking about before earlier, I never thought an episode where we spend most of the time watching them talk and going through files could be so entertaining. But as Loki's going through that, he finds the extinction level event for Asgard again, and he sees that. And I honestly think that this is all about saving Asgard.
Could be.
I think this is all about them. Like, this is the female version of Loki. Like, all these variants of Loki are just like, we're not losing our home. So, and I honestly think it's just kind of like, what are they trying to do to save it?
Right.
So, could be kind of cool.
It's gonna be awesome when you're dead wrong.
Yeah. which I probably am.
No, I can see where you're going though with that. That'd be really cool, really interesting to see. And Enchantress from the comics, I would love to see her in the show, but I mean, the female Loki's good too, and then if they do a kid Loki, that'd be another fun one.
Yeah.
And then, so this is from the Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit, which has been wrong about literally almost everything.
Yeah.
They're saying, I guess, Loki, there's a leaked Lego set now that says Throg, the Thor frog, is supposed to be in the show. I'm like, if this happens, that's a big
amazing.
nut. So make him the main character, just everything in Phase 4 is just all about Throg.
Oh,
so
that'd be great.
I mean, all in all, I really enjoyed this episode. It's as we said before, we like it a lot better than some of the other Disney Plus Marvel episodes. Yeah. And I think for a second episode already, it's already excellent. So I'd probably rate this probably an 8.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it an 8. It was a slower, not as. It wasn't as exciting as the first episode. Like the first episode was great, but like this one was just kind of like okay, we're gonna take a break now,
right?
And kind of get back into it. So yeah, it was awesome though. And that last, honestly, the last 10 minutes made up for the first 40 being so slow. It was just so intense. It was great.
Good television, folks.
Yeah, keep it up.
Yeah, good job.
Already completed show.
Well, that's our review for episode 2 of Loki. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week for episode 3.
Thanks so much. Stay lame.
Bye.